All right, a little bit of a shorter one, Deer Lake, which is about the first Chief Capilano, which of course I think the name Capilano didn't come along until much later with white men, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Um, but talking about how the spoils of the mighty Fraser River at first were only in copper-colored hands and were not known world-known riches, because the gold, the salmon, and the timber are now world famous because they were taken and sold worldwide by the white colonizers. But this is back in a time when a fisherman, the Capilano, depended on his personal prowess, his skill in woodcraft and water lore, and as this is the story of an elk-bone spear, the reader must first be in sympathy with the fact that this rude instrument, most deftly fashioned, was of priceless value, and indeed it seems to go back 3 generations of ancestors, so that when he hunts a mighty deer off of I think it's what was known as Point Grey, and they've got that, he's got that, and it's attached by a cedar fiber rope, which is also pretty priceless. Really takes a lot of work to make that cedar fiber into a supple serpent-like rope. He spears this seal. The seal drags him all the way up through Falls Creek to where the main bridge is right now. She makes a point of Main Street Bridge is right now, and she makes a point of, Pauline Johnson, of kind of noting where, this is here now, until it finally dives and breaks free and disappears with this. And he needs this, and indeed he feels like, oh God, this is gonna end my prowess, my luck as a hunter. And so for many moons he is searching, no luck at all. Finally he sees a great flaming the beckoning hand was in reality. He sees this beckoning hand of color in the horizon, and it's between Vancouver and New Westminster, and it's actually flame around Deer Lake, where he sees like thousands. It's just an ungodly number, thousands upon thousands of beavers fleeing the site, fleeing this just giant fire out of the one gap in it, going somewhere else into the north, but no one could ever figure out where, even though they'd witnessed them go. But this first Capilano retraces their path to the shore and finds the seal half on the shore, half in the water, with his elk bone spear, and moldering dead with the spear in it. But he was never able to figure out what path, what channel, what secret river, even if it was an underground one, led from Deer Lake to the water. It's how the hell did this deer get here? It didn't drag itself over land, and never does figure that out. Until the day of his death, the first Capilano searched for the unknown river up which the seal traveled from False Creek to Deer Lake, but its channel is a secret that even Indian eyes have not seen. And its channel is as hopelessly lost as the brave little army of beavers that a century ago marshaled their forces and traveled up into the Great Lone North. Let me get the Great Lone North again. A story of kind of the connection of how they lived off the land, how kind of primal and kind of individual that was, versus probably very kind of just machine manufactory of fish processing plants and logging camps and all that stuff. So just kind of a bit of a slice of life story, but also just sort of, we are getting a little bit of that, the mystery of nature, that even Indian, I'm using Indian quotes, native in quotes here. It's one of those things I have to guard against when I ever talk about this, is not to slip into Pauline Johnson's older use of using Indian, which is not something that we use nowadays, but uh, native eyes, which part of it is romance, a part of it is just like how much that these people were living off the land and were connected to it in a way, very much more closely connected to it than, you know, than modern people here now who are very alienated. I need food. I go to the grocery store, that kind of thing. I am enclosed in a very secure house that I spend a lot of money to keep upkeep and keep all the elements off of me. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't think I have too much more to say about that right now. I feel like I talk about it afterwards just to process it, and it helps. I think it's a good story. I do get caught up in the reading. I definitely I feel like Pauline Johnson has that kind of has a good voice. That this is when I'm reading it, it's like, I can see the repetitions here and how they work. Uh, the the use of romance and the thing, the until the day of his death, and you know the thing that the secret even that Indian eyes have never seen. It's very, it's dramatic. She's definitely looking to the audience that she's looking to beguile, which you know authors should be always looking to beguile or seduce or entertain their audience, um, as well they can. And I think Pauline Johnson does a good job at it. All right, I'll leave it there. More videos later.